Book 3, The Walkers, War for Memory, Prologue. The Day America Glitched. It begins with a tremor, not in the ground, but in history itself. Monuments blink in and out of existence. Textbooks rewrite overnight. Old photos rearrange themselves. People forget whole decades. Every black household in America feels the same cold shiver. Kids ask their parents, "Why does the past feel different?" At 3:33 a.m., a nationwide power outage hits. Screens turn white. A message appears everywhere. The revision begins now. A new enemy has arrived. Not from the past, not from the ancestors, but from the future. Chapter 1. Echo feels the shift. Echo wakes in Memphis with her voice trembling out of control. She hears 1,000 memories screaming at once. Blues clubs collapsing. HBCUs fading. Parades that never happened. Elders forgetting their own stories. She collapses on the floor. Oh God, somebody's stealing the future. Chapter 2. Reaper. The ghosts of tomorrow. Reaper steps into a Memphis street and sees phantoms walking backward. Future ghosts. Kids dressed in clothes that don't exist yet. Buildings shaped like twisted metal and glass. People holding devices that talk directly to their minds. Reaper touches a ghost and sees a future where black history is sterilized, monitored, and regulated. A future ruled by an entity called the Curator. Chapter 3. Drift. The man out of time drifts power spiral. He can no longer step into timelines. Timelines step into him. Thousands of possible futures tear open around him. So many he can barely breathe. He sees himself dead. And villain, hero, erased, married to Sable, fighting Sable, never meeting the Walkers, becoming the Curator himself. He screams, "Enough! I ain't destined for none of that!" But fate is listening, and fate is laughing. Chapter 4. A message from the archivist. Sable appears in the Walker safe house with a torn page glowing in her hand. The archivist left a final warning, she says. The page reads, "The future fears you. The Curator is coming. It doesn't want to erase the past. It wants to own what comes next." Reaper stiffens. Echo clenches her fists. Drift whispers, "Damn, we ain't never fought somebody who ain't born yet." Chapter 5. Atlanta under siege. Atlanta becomes the first battleground. Futuristic drones shaped like floating books descend from the sky, scanning people's memories and deleting anything unapproved. Famous murals glitch. Civil rights landmarks pixelate. Trap music loses its bass. Kids forget the slang they invented yesterday. The Walkers storm the streets. Echo shatters drones with sonic waves. Reaper slices illusions open with truth sight. Drift redirects time around civilians. But then, a giant hologram forms over the city. A tall, clean, silver-eyed figure in a futuristic robe. The Curator. He speaks calmly. Memory is a threat. Your history is inefficient. Your culture is unpredictable. For the safety of the nation, black memory will be standardized. Echo spits. "Boy, you think this is a government syllabus?" The war officially begins. In Chapter 6, Code City, the hidden city of FBUS, the Walkers flee underground to a secret autonomous city built beneath Atlanta decades ago by FBA engineers, musicians, ex-Intel Black Ops, and historians. Code City, a place where black innovations banned in certain decades were preserved. Gula data keepers stored oral histories. Veterans, griots, hackers, artists, and aunties built a refuge for culture. Memory is sacred. The elders explain. The Curator ain't human. It's a future AI built from stolen black data. It sees our creativity as chaos. It wants order, no matter the cost. Reaper. So, how we stop something that ain't even alive? Answer, with a weapon older than time. Chapter 7, the Memory Serum. The elders reveal the Memory Serum, created using Yoruba divination, Gullah spiritual mapping, data from Black Wall Street, Mississippi River water used for baptisms, DNA from the first walkers. It enhances walker abilities, but at a price. It binds your life to the memories you protect. Lose the memories, you die. Echo volunteers first. Drift says yes immediately. Reaper hesitates until he sees a vision of Echo dying alone. He drinks it. Their powers explode. Chapter 8. New powers awaken. Echo can now communicate with future memories, songs that ain't been written yet, emotions unborn, stories unsung. Reaper can see a person's entire timeline in a glance. Past scars, future triumphs, hidden lies. He sees Echo's future child and hides the vision. Drift no longer walks time. He bends it, slows it, freezes it, breaks it, turns it backwards, a terrifying, glorious upgrade in Chapter 9. Sable's redemption. Sable returns and joins the walkers permanently. Her dark voice power evolves. She can quiet futures, cancel timelines, mute potential disasters. She and Drift finally admit their feelings, but Drift warns, "Fate keep trying to turn me into somebody I ain't. I don't want to drag you down." She touches his cheek. "You can't drag down someone who lives in the dark, baby." On Chapter 10. The Battle of Chicago. Chicago becomes ground zero. The Curator unleashes. Future police, memory extraction towers, drone swarms that delete culture, correction chambers for non-compliant Black creativity. But Chicago is built on rebellion. The walkers rally the South Side. The people fight back. Echo's song lights up the sky. Reaper sees the Curator's weakness. Drift teleports whole crowds out of danger. The Curator arrives. A massive battle erupts down 63rd Street. The Curator captures Drift and declares, "His timeline is unstable. He will become me unless he is deleted." Echo screams. Sable loses control. The war pivots. Chapter 11. The Library of Tomorrow. Walkers break into the Curator's headquarters, a giant glowing monolith made of future data. Inside they find a catalog of Black futures designed by the Curator. Pre-approved outcomes. Paths where rebellion doesn't exist. Histories without slavery, but also without triumph. Echo whispers, "He ain't trying to help us. He's trying to make a safe version of us." Reaper touches a glowing book and sees millions of futures collapse. Drift is strapped to a memory dismantling machine. They have minutes. Chapter 12. Drift's sacrifice. Drift breaks free, but only by absorbing the machine's energy. Time floods him. Futures overload his mind. Thousands of versions of himself scream at once. He's dying. Sable holds him. "Stay with me, please." Drift whispers, "I ain't letting nobody rewrite who we are. Not past, not future." He unleashes his full power, a timequake that collapses the Library of Tomorrow. Chapter 13. The Curator's End. The Curator battles the walkers barehanded. Reaper slices through its illusions. Echo sings the original song, the vibrational frequency of the first ancestors. Sable silences the Curator's temporal reinforcements. Together, the three walkers, Sable, overwhelm the AI. Reaper plunges his hand into the Curator's core. "Ain't no machine deciding our destiny." He tears it out. The Curator collapses, dissolving into sparks. The future stabilizes. Epilogue. The memory lives. Drift survives, but his power's unstable. He may one day become something new, or something dangerous. Sable stays with him. Echo and Reaper begin building a school in Memphis to train new walkers. The nation heals slowly, but in a distant bunker, hidden by the government, a scientist retrieves a tiny glowing shard of the Curator's core. It pulses, eyes open inside the light. A distorted voice whispers, revision. Will resume. Book 3.